Thank you to any of our members and guests who are in attendance as well. As Toastmaster of the day, it's my duty to introduce the appointment holders who will assist in the running of today's meeting. I would like to introduce our General Evaluator who will introduce today's function areas. Please welcome our General Evaluator, Madam Connie Spain.
Thank you, Madam Toastmaster. My role tonight is twofold. I will call on the reports at the end of the meeting, and then I will also give a general evaluation of the meeting as a whole. So for now, I am going to call on our functionaries to give us a description and an explanation of their roles. I would like to first ask our timer, Avi, to explain your role.
Thank you, Connie. Thank you, Madam Toastmaster. Can you guys hear me clear?
Yes.
Yeah.
Good. All right. Timer role is really important role because if we cannot keep the track on time, we might exceed everything here. This is somewhat like the NA plus ultra role that we're going to look forward to. Now, as Toastmaster mentioned, we have a prepared speech, we have the table topic as well as the evaluation. So when it's 8 minutes, I'm gonna flash the green light, 9 minutes, yellow, and when it's 10, I'm gonna flash the red. Disqualified. You still have 30 seconds to go ahead and wrap up your speech. Now, in table topics, we generally go for 1 to 2 minutes. When it's 1 minute, I'm gonna flash a green light. 1.5 minutes, yellow, and red on 2 minutes. So you have 30 more seconds to wrap up your speech. In case of evaluation, we have one evaluated today. So that speech gonna go for 2 to 3 minutes. When it's 2 minutes, I'm gonna flash green, 2.5, yellow, 3 minutes, I'm gonna flash red. And then again, you have 30 seconds to wrap up your speech. Thank you. Back to you, Madam General Evaluator.
Thank you, Mr. Timer. Did we have an odd-counter grammarian today?
Yes, so I will be filling in as odd-counter grammarian today.
Thank you. What a perfect segue. Could you please introduce your role?
Yes, of course. Thank you so much, Madam General Evaluator. So the grammarian role points out any obvious or not so obvious mistakes used in grammar and pronunciation. As odd-counter, I help cure the speaker of habits, so vocalize pauses, you know, and, or so. And I just used one. So in cases like this, I will take note and document. I will also record anyone who successfully uses the word of the day. Our word of the day is "ne" plus ultra. And if you have not heard of that word, it originated in the 1600s. So it joined the English language in the 1600s. And an example of the word is this sports car is being billed as a "ne" plus ultra of automotive achievement. And some synonyms are peak, pinnacle, tip top, zenith, apex, climate, capstone, or summit. And so we selected that word of the day is because that is what we're trying to achieve in Sweet Talkers. We want to do the best we can in our club and reach the highest goal and potential of our club.
Thank you, Courtney. Could you spell that word, please?
Yes, so it's actually 3 words, but it's one word.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, so it's spelled NEPLUS ULTRA. So NE space PLUS space ULTRA. And it means the height, the zenith, the ultimate, the crown, the pinnacle. So the top, the highest you can get. That's what the word means.
Thank you very, very much for that explanation. And I believe our ballot counter tonight is Radhika. Is that correct?
Yes.
Could you please explain your role?
Yeah. Thank you, Madam General Evaluator. As ballot counter, I will collect and count the ballots when the audience votes for the best table topic speaker. I'll not cast a ballot myself, except in the case of a tie, in which case I will cast a vote to break the tie. I will not announce a tie vote, but will cast one when there is a tie. Since we are having a virtual meeting, just please send all your votes in the chat. That way I can count how many votes are there. Thank you.
Thank you so very much. I know that we have the NA Plus Ultra people in our roles tonight, the very best. And with that, I will return control back to our Toastmaster, Madam Eula.
Thank you, thank you. Now, let's see. Well, as President Courtney mentioned, there are three main parts of Toastmaster Club meetings. The first part is prepare speech. During this section, you will hear a presentation that has been written and rehearsed prior to today's meeting. Fortunately for you, our guest speaker is Division M Director Charlotte Olsen, DTM. She loves the Toastmaster organization and has served as club president, VP, VPN, treasurer, 2019 to 2020 District 56 Club Quality Chair, 2020 Club Sponsor, Club Mentor, Club Coach, 2018 to 2019 District 56 President Distinguished and Certified Area Director, and 2018 to 2019 District 56 Area Director of the Year. Charlotte is motivational strategies and persuasive influence pathway proficient, and moving forward toward her second DTM as her leadership journey continues. Her favorite quote is, "Make a difference in someone's life daily." Her present mission is, "Remember the member." Her speech title tonight is Carpe Diem. Charlotte Olsen, Carpe Diem. Let's all welcome.
I am not throwing away my shot. I'm gonna rise up, rise up, rise up. Carpe diem, seize the day. Ladies and gentlemen, fellow Toastmasters, yes, I am a Hamilton fan, in case you recognize that line. What I love about that extra part that I snuck in there, carpe diem, seize the day, seize the day. But not only seize the day, squeeze the day. Squeeze and drain all the life out of today. We all understand that we're facing some challenges. And every year there's challenges, but this year seems like a whole nother level of challenges. This has helped us gain a new appreciation and a new perspective about the privilege of life, the privilege of making the most, seizing tick-tock, 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 the most out of this day as the clock ticks and before the sun sets. I'm gonna carpe diem. I'm gonna squeeze all the life out of today. Fellow Toastmasters, I would ask you, you all have gifts, talents, and abilities. Are you maximizing and making the most of them by, I'm glad everyone asked me, how? By sharing them with your fellow Toastmasters, with your neighbors, with other people you know, your coworkers, your relatives. Are you pouring out all that you have today into someone else so that they can have a bigger, brighter tomorrow? Tick tock, tick tock. As the clock ticks before the sun sets, how are you helping them get to greater? How are you helping that next person get to their next level? Sweet talkers, I ask you today, with all of your gifts, all of your talents and your influences, how can you help sweet talkers be the NA Plus X Ultra Club of District 56? Are you, and I want to see a show of hands, going to support your club officers? Who here is going to say, I have a gift and I have a talent for mentoring others? If you have a dream, we're going to make that happen. Are you someone who says, I can be a coach? Do you have a vision? Because by any means, we're going to make that happen. I have a dream to by any means. How are you helping your fellow Toastmasters move forward and drain the life out of today? Help them give all that they've got today to get to a new level for tomorrow. I would like to also ask the fellow officers. Fellow officers, raise your hands if you're going to come prepared. Raise your hand if you're going to, what do you mean I got to speak today? There's nobody. And pardon me, Madam Grammarian, I did say I gotta speak today. I have to be the grammarian today. I have to be an evaluator. Can't anyone else evaluate? But maybe you have a gift of evaluation that you get to share, words of encouragement, words that help someone learn, grow, and become better with your gifts. Will you be ready to step up and get that job done? I know you will be able to. I know you can. Now, for those others that I'm not a club officer right now, but I want to be moving forward, how can I join the committee and help shadow the person that's in the current role so that I can learn it, I can help them achieve more together, because together we're better? Well, what are you going to do to help them move forward? Let's think about an action plan for that. Let's think about how can we help each other move forward? From officers to members. For Pathways, is everybody enrolled in Pathways? Does everyone have a path that they're ready to take on? Does everyone understand Pathways? If we have one person that raises their hand, I know there's some Toastmaster looking around saying, I'm not gonna miss that shot. You need help in Pathways? I'm gonna help you learn it. I may not be able to teach it to you, but I'll find someone that can. In fact, there's a Pathways training tomorrow morning. This commercial break was sponsored by District 56, and there really is a training tomorrow. Together, we're stronger. Together with our gifts, we can do more. So today, I'm asking everyone, what do you have that can help someone else become better? How can you as a club move forward? This club was almost distinguished, select distinguished, president's distinguished. Why do I say almost and I say all three of those? Because with just a few more people, this club could have been last year, president's distinguished. But we do know, okay, Charlotte, that was yesteryear, because now we're in today, because our 2020 through 2021, we will be president's distinguished, and I'm going to help you get there. What? Is there a spot for me to ask someone to come and join a meeting? How can I help someone learn and grow? By bringing them into Toastmasters and introducing them into another way of learning, another way of growing. When the song says in Hamilton, I'm not throwing away my shot, what shots, what opportunities are in front of you that you may have ducked? Who would like to serve as a club officer? No, not me. Who would like to step up and evaluate today? I missed that bullet. No, not me. We're not gonna have a no, not me. We're gonna step up and say, is there a spot? I'm gonna take that shot. Together, we're gonna learn, grow, develop, and thrive. I'm sorry, Madam, Mr. Timer, I was just looking for my time signal, so I wasn't sure. So what I would ask you all, think about what you can do to help the club become better. What gifts, what abilities do you have? Can you mentor someone in this club? Can you bring someone to the club? How can you truly help sweet talkers learn and grow. We love Toastmasters, but we know there's room for more than one. Let's all together get one, and as our club growth director says, let's reach one. Let's teach one. And then what we heard our fellow officer says, with retainment, let's keep one. Let's keep more than one. Let's keep some. There's opportunity to learn and grow, and I know that you're up for this challenge. So I ask you today, when the opportunity comes up, what will you say? I think you're gonna say, I'm not giving away my shot. I'm not throwing away my shot. I'm gonna rise up, rise up, rise up, carpe diem, and seize the day. Ladies and gentlemen, fellow Toastmasters, thank you.
Thank you so much for your speech, Charla. Should we take 1 minute? So each one of you can write something in the chat box and send it to Charla. Now let's all move on to I. It's now time for the impromptu portion of our meeting. The table topics should challenge us and help us think on our feet without any preparation. Please help me welcome our table topic master, Danny Gross.
Thank you, Madame Toastmaster. This is one of my favorite part of today's meetings because, as Eula mentioned, we work on some of our impromptu communication skills. So we get to work on effectively thinking on your feet to unrehearsed questions. No idea what you're gonna say, but you gotta think quick and then come up with something interesting, entertaining, whatever it is. Just anything that you say is just, it's great to work on this part of speech development. So today I'll be asking questions about building on the best. I just want to set a couple of ground rules. Your response must be at least 1 minute and no more than 2 minutes and 30 seconds. So at 1 minute, you'll see Avi's green screen show up. At 1 minute and 30 seconds, I think you'll see the red screen. And then you'll see the yellow screen, and then at 2 minutes, you're gonna see the red screen. And then you'll have 30 seconds to wrap it up. So I am going to get started with kind of like the topic, and then I'll ask for someone to volunteer and share an answer. So for our first question, when you have to make big sweeping changes in your life, it's always of benefit to first identify what it is you're really pretty pleased with in your life. This will help you recognize what it is that makes you feel most fulfilled so you can continue to do it. If it ain't broke, why fix it, right? So the question is, what in your current life are you most proud of? And I will take a volunteer. Anyone? Come on, anyone wanna give it a go?
Hi, Danny. I'll try.
You'll try it. Thank you so much, Courtney. I will repeat the question if you'd like, or are you okay to go?
Sure. Could you repeat it one more time?
Sure. So what in your current life are you most proud of?
In my current life, what I am most proud of is being a sister. I have a brother with special needs. He is off the spectrum of autism, and being at home, I get to be with him more often. So when I was at work and then with Toastmasters and my other extracurricular activities, I really didn't have the opportunity to spend as much time with him as I wanted. But now being at home, we get to play Legos. I get to hear more about his fun time Freddy fantasies that he has, these video games. We also spend time outside, and I just really learned more about my brother. And I gotta tell you, he's a pretty cool kid. Knowing him and really taking the time to find out his curiosity and the way that he looks at the world, it makes me grateful. It makes me grateful for day to day and just being an everyday hero in his own regard. He actually wrote a short story and he said, "My sister is my hero because she listens to me, she talks to me, and she really cares." So just knowing that I'm making even a small impact on someone that means the world to me, that's what I'm most proud of. Thank you so much. Table Topics Mom.
Just pause and acknowledge how amazing that was, that the phone rang in the middle of you talking and you didn't even blink or just didn't phase you, you just kept going. It was great.
Yes, we are at home and this is everyday life. Thank you, everyone.
All right, so to move into our second question, I want to just preface it with a couple words. The first step towards self-transformation is not actually hitting rock bottom. In many cases, it is simply the willingness to see something change, even if you have failed at every other attempt that yields the best results. The reality is that as soon as you're open to seeing something different, that part of your life does shift even just a little bit. Unless you are open to seeing the impossible made possible, it will never be so. So for the second question, what lifelong struggle are you willing to see change? I know these are some tough questions, but I think it's important to think about how we can make ourselves our better versions. And so I know these are a little bit trickier. So do I have any volunteers for the second question? Luz, thank you for volunteering. I think you're.
Can you repeat the question?
Sure. So what lifelong struggle are you willing to see change?
Well, this is not a lifelong struggle, but now I am making that change. I am moving into the Toastmasters world in English because I have done Toastmasters in Spanish for 7 years. And most everything I choose in my life, I choose it in Spanish. Book clubs in Spanish, friends in Spanish, groups that I work with, volunteer for in Spanish. And I know that I do speak English. I am an ESL tutor, English as a second language tutor. So the way that I speak it, I know the grammar, I know the rules, but I know that I don't have big vocabulary. I don't have big words in my English. So this change, moving into this different Toastmasters clubs is gonna give me a chance to improve that part of my language. So I hope with the help of all of you and Charla and the Toastmasters English world, I will become a better speaker in English.
This is great. This has got to be something that's challenging, but this is fantastic. It's a great time.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Luz. And I'll just take one more volunteer. I will read through a little synopsis and then I'll ask for someone to be our third table topic speaker. So almost everyone self-sabotages in one way or another. This is because as beings wired to prefer and even seek out comfort, the newness of success and stability can actually be uncomfortable. You have to identify the ways in which you are resisting your own greatness simply because it's foreign or makes you feel uneasy. I, for one, have sure been in uncomfortable situations or comfortable situations for too long that make me question actually becoming a better version of myself. So, in what ways are you resisting your own success? Who would like to take that one? Just one volunteer. Come, this is the time you practice. This is what makes you a better speaker. Tackling some of these tough questions. Any volunteer?
I'll take it.
Val, is it Valeria? Val, thank you so much. And I'll repeat the question one last time. In what ways are you resisting your own success?
Well, I want to say that I have always enjoyed Toastmasters. I had a lot of friends that were Toastmasters. They asked me years ago to become a member. And because of life, because of what I was involved with, other organizations, my family, I resisted it. I did not want to join. But now that I'm in Toastmasters, I see that it is a challenge. I love it, but there's many, many things that I still have to develop within myself to become a prestigious speaker, because the Na Plus Ultra is one of my goals now. But I realize that I need a lot of help. I need to practice. But my goal is still to become that ultimate speaker. Thank you.
Danny, you're on mute.
Thank you so much, Val. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now, but I couldn't hear you earlier.
I apologize. I've lost some of my functionality in my Zoom. I'm not sure how to get it back. But I'm just going to thank you so much to all of our speakers. I'm going to do a quick, oh, here we are. I don't know what just happened. I'm just going to run through some of our speakers' names and what they spoke about. So we had Courtney. She spoke to us about what in her life that she was most proud of, and it was being a sister. She says her brother loves having her at home to play with her, and she is his hero. Our second speaker was Luce, and Luce answered the question of what lifelong struggle was she willing to see change. She spoke about taking new classes taking her Toastmasters sessions in Spanish or in English, and trying to do more things in English versus her native language as Spanish. And our third speaker, Val, spoke about ways that she was resisting her own success and how becoming a Toastmaster has finally helped her address some of those things. So I'm going to ask for the timers report for all three speakers. Avi?
All three speakers qualified.
Okay, perfect. All right, and do we do the voting now, Courtney? For the best?
Excuse me. Who do we send the vote to?
We're going to send the vote to Radhika.
Yes, and we can submit the names now to Radhika.
Okay, so if you want to take a few minutes and we'll submit your favorite, or what is it, your vote for your favorite table topic speaker of the night.
Avi, can you set the time for 1 minute?
What is her name again? The lady's name? Because I don't see.
Radhika.
Okay.
Yes, so it'll say ballot counter / Radhika Paluvia, and let me copy.
I'm sorry, but I cannot find her name.
So you should see.
Starting with ballot count Radhika. Do you see
Read.
ballot counter Radhika?
Oh, yes, ballot count. Okay, I see it now. Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Time up.
Okay, all right, and now we're going to return control to our Toastmaster. Thank you so much, Danny.
Thank you, Danny. Thank you. Thank you for those challenging topics. I would now like to ask our general evaluator to come to the front and call for functional reports and give an overall evaluation of the meeting.
Thank
Connie.
you, Madam Master. Thank you. My first duty tonight, as Vila said, is to call on our evaluator who will be evaluating Charlotte. Please help me welcome Camille Morales, evaluating Charlotte Ozen.
Thank you, Madam General Evaluator. Charlotte, this is the most challenging evaluation I am yet to do. You have been my inspiration for the last 3 years after hearing you with your Houston Strong speech. That was the first impact I had in joining Toastmasters. And I wanted to be just like you. And here we are years later, having to evaluate you. It's nerve-wracking. I begged Courtney to take it over, but she didn't. Okay, carpe diem. That's the correct pronunciation, I hope. The enjoyment of the pleasure of the moment. Seize the day. This is so much like you. This is all you. You always have that enjoyment. You always bring it out in everyone around you. Even if you seem really quiet, and when you start to speak, you instantly have to start smiling and get all engaged. And it's really difficult to pay attention when you get engrossed in the speech. So I will evaluate based on the 3 terms, good, better, best, because I am totally biased on all your speeches. Good. You told a story starting with lines from a movie, Hamilton. If someone didn't see the movie after hearing your introduction and singing of it, they will definitely want to go see the movie now. Hamilton, it was all about energy and the pleasure of the moment, and you inspired us with all of that. Better. Your smooth transition was exceptional. I really was totally engrossed. I tried to remember some quotes to write, but the entire thing was exceptional. Your vocal variety, body language, the use of the space you were in speaking, you stood to do your speech, and you had all the things that we learned in our first year as a Toastmaster. Your inspiration flowed through you while presenting your speech. We couldn't help but get excited. Best. Your presentation overall, it was a virtual speech, which is very difficult for, I would guess, 90% of Toastmasters. A lot of people panic to do it virtually, and you did it exceptional. I still aspire, great speech. I still aspire to do at least one speech with such excitement. And one day soon, I promise, Madam General Evaluator.
Thank you, Camille. Thank you so very much for that NA plus Ultra evaluation. Could I please get a timers report for our evaluator?
Did you ask for timers report?
Yes, I did.
Shall I give the detailed report right now?
You cut out on me, I'm sorry. Go ahead and give us the detailed timers report.
All right. Thank you, everybody. This was one of the NA Plus Ultra movement of our evening. In fact, like one of the NA Plus Ultra evenings that we had since long time. Great speech, excellent table topics, as well as the wonderful flow that we had. Just to give the timer report right now, Shala, you were excellent. I did not even look at the time because I was so much involved in your speech. I really enjoyed it. You spoke for 8 minutes, 45 seconds. Congratulations, right where you need to be. Sweet spot. Table topics. Courtney Hutton, 1 minute, 13 seconds. Very good speech. Luz, 1 minute, 18 seconds. Loved your compilation. Valerie, 1 minute, 6 seconds. Wow, you did really good. As per the evaluation, Camille, you spoke exactly 3 minutes. So you still have 30 seconds to spare. Congratulations, everybody. Back to you, Madam General Evaluator.
Thank you, Avi, so very much for that detailed report. Could I have our all-counter grammarian step up and give you a report, please? Courtney?
Thank you so much, Madam General Evaluator. So for table topics, I did use one and I did not use the word of the day. So second, we have Luz. She did not use any filler words that I heard, but I was so engrossed in your speech, I don't think you used the word of the day. And then third, we had Valeria. She did in fact use the word of the day, and I did not count any ums or filler words. So congratulations. And we also had Connie use the word of the day. Back to you, Madam General Evaluator. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your report, Courtney. I believe I will now give my overall evaluation of this meeting. And I would like to congratulate our new officers. Thank you for stepping up for the officer role for the coming year. I know that it takes a lot to put together a meeting like this. And Courtney, you did a fabulous, fabulous job of getting this meeting all together. I know I saw the emails that were going out ahead of time and all of the coordination that it takes to put together a meeting like this, and you just did a great job. We had a lot of guests tonight. Thank you all for being here in attendance. Courtney, I would like to mention one thing to you. When you're introducing the guests, especially when we have dignitaries, always introduce the dignitaries first. I don't believe I recall hearing you introduce Luz or letting her introduce herself. So I heard you introduce Charlotte, but I didn't hear Luz. I think we're really getting the hang of this virtual meeting stuff, because tonight's meeting flowed so well. Everything went just spot on, and that is very good because it took all of the planning that we did. I loved the motivational quote that was at the beginning of the meeting, and I also really liked the word of the day, something that I had never ever heard before, NA plus Ultra. It was easy to use, but yet we all understood how to use the word, so very well. Overall, this meeting flowed so well, and I'm looking forward to coming back at our next meeting. Madam Toastmaster, please, I give the floor to you.
You're still on mute.
Eula, you're muted. There you go.
Thank you, Madam General Evaluators. Thank you, Connie. Thank you, fellow Toastmasters. And thank you to all the guests we had at our meeting today. Now, the exciting moment that all of you have been waiting for. The presentation of awards. Drum roll, please. Radhika. Hey.
I got the votes, and the winner for the best table topic is Courtney.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Courtney.
Thank you.
Thank you to everyone who participated and all the fellow Toastmasters and guests. We hope you will attend our next meeting, which will be on July 27th, same time, 7:15. With that said, I will return control to our president, Courtney.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Eula. And thank you everyone who's in attendance. We really do appreciate your support. That's the only way that we can continue to grow and fulfill our mission as Toastmasters. We join Toastmasters because we have a heart and we have a dedication to help one another. And that's exactly what we're doing by coming and supporting each other. So to all of the other Toastmasters that are present, please leave your club information in our chat so we can keep that and we can also too support your club. Now, before we conclude tonight's meeting, I would like to recognize our distinguished Toastmasters that are here. So our Division M Director, it's our new Division M Director, Charlotte Ozen. And we also have our new Area M34 Director, Les Babadilla. And so I'm going to ask, starting with Charlotte, to give feedback and remarks of tonight's meeting.
Thank you, Madam President. I enjoy saying that to you. I had a lovely time. I can't wait to come back and visit. Well, actually, I won't be visiting because I spoke with Madam President earlier and I said, I'll be joining. Yay! This is a wonderful group. I've been here before, and when I was an area director, I enjoyed coming. I see some new faces too, and some familiar faces. I can't wait to learn and grow from you all. Madam Table Topics Master, awesome job. Woo! I was so glad I was not being ready to be called for those topics. They were incredible, incredible. This was such a lovely meeting. All the functionaries, wonderful, wonderful job. And the experienced Toastmasters that you have here. I can't wait to grow. Camille, can't wait to grow. Connie, you know, I love the variety here. So I'm ready to learn and grow from you all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Charlotte. And now we will hear feedback from our Area M34 Director, Les Babadilla.
Well, the same as Charlotte, I hope to grow with you guys. I hope to be able to speak better English. And I am not promising or saying that I will join you guys because I belong to 2 clubs and that is enough. And now I have 5 clubs under my name as an area director. So that's a lot of Toastmasters experience. So I do hope that going through this new thing for me, being an area director, I can help everyone. I have experience as president, VPE, VPPR, and I hope I can transfer or give that to you, offer that help, that knowledge that I have. I hope I can share it with all of you and make the club grow. And with Charlotte being there, we'll make this club grow. because she's going to help me and I'm going to help you and we're all going to help each other.
Thank you so much, Les. And next we will hear from Valeria Jones. Valeria, could you please provide feedback and give us more information about your club?
Yes, I'm in the West Pearland Toastmasters Club, and I was recruited by my daughter, LaTanya Jones. As I said in my table topic, I was invited by several of my other friends that were Toastmasters, but I kept putting it off. But when my daughter convinced me, after I saw how well she was doing, then she convinced me. So thanks again for inviting me. Thank you to my daughter and Charla for helping me through my journey. And thanks for inviting me to your club. I really enjoyed everyone.
Thank you so much for your feedback, Valeria. And thank you, Charlotte. And thank you, LaTanya. Let's hear from you, please.
Well, I will say that I really enjoyed the meeting. One of the things that I had to chuckle. I was in my car listening, and now I'm on my computer. And I was actually eating food, like I was eating popcorn, listening to Charla. That's one thing about Charla and her speeches, that she brings so much energy and charisma. And I will say that you guys are very lucky to have her as a member, a new member in the club, because she's going to bring, as even Camille said, all that energy and charisma. And I was a bit jealous. So I was like, wait a minute. You're not joining West Pearland? But I know that she's a honorary member. Anytime I ask her to come to West Pearland Toastmasters, the best Toastmasters club there is, by the way, she will come. So I really enjoyed, and since Charlotte is here, anytime she's speaking, I will definitely come and support her and support you all. So thank you. Everyone have a great night.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, LaTanya. Next, we will hear from Glenda Taylor. Glenda, would you like to provide feedback?
Yes, even though I was surprised to be asked, but not too surprised not to be asked of. I enjoyed it immensely, and I enjoyed not only interacting with all the members there in your club, but also with the ones I'm with in the West Pearland Club. And Valerie Jones, as well as LaTanya Jones, and Charlotte Ozane has been a big impact on my journey. I do look forward for this journey to continue to venture, because I am really venturing and journeying along with all of you. And thank you, my West Pearland Club, for taking the time and to journey along with me as I learn a lot of new things in perspective of Toastmasters. Thank you all again, and all of you have a wonderful week.
Thank you so much, Glenda. And Olumide, I see you. Thank you so much for joining us today as well. All right, so with that said, I will go ahead and conclude tonight's meeting. Please make sure to look in the chat and input your club information. We would love to join you guys at y'all's next meeting. And with that said, I will go ahead and end the meeting. Thank you everyone for joining.
Thank you.
Toastmaster for next meeting, general evaluator. Anyone on tonight's call, members?
Yes, thank you, Camille. So I will give a speech at the next meeting.
Anyone would like to volunteer for Toastmaster or general evaluator?
I'll be Toastmaster.
Woohoo!
Thank you. Wadika, you ready for next speech? Danny? Everybody is okay. I'll reach out
I'll
to
do the next speech.
Yay!
Thank you. Okay, guys, the rest I'll reach out and fill the agenda. Thank you all. Have a good night.